Okay, it's time to try this vlog thing again. I have a monster pile of books, and I thought that maybe rather than downloading and posting all the covers and posting one grainy photo that you're going to have to try to see all the spines for, I would try to film a vlog. So that's what I'm doing. I still haven't gotten all of my BEA boxes, and I'm kind of freaking out about that, but I'm just waiting for them to get here. They were supposed to get here today, and they didn't. So, yeah, if I don't get them, I'm probably going to have a panic attack. But I do have a lot of books to show you. First things first, let me get the ebooks out of the way. I got 2 this week. I got Where the Stars Still Shine by Trish Dollar, and I got Hostage 3 by Nick Lake, both from Bloomsbury. Thank you, Bloomsbury. Hostage 3 was one of my most anticipated titles at BEA, and I didn't manage to grab a copy. So I'm so super happy I got an e-copy of that. And then let's just go on with the physical books so I can keep this as short as possible because this video is going to be insanely long. Mind you, this is only a portion of my BEA books. But I also have some books in here that are review copies that I didn't get from BEA, and I didn't really sort them or separate them, but I will clarify when I get to them in the pile. Okay, first one is, this one's from BEA. It's Lockwood & Co., The Screaming Staircase by Jonathan Stroud. I've heard a lot about this author. I do know this is middle grade, and going into BEA, I did want to grab a copy of this, so I'm really happy about it. It's like a mystery, a middle grade mystery, and I used to really love Nancy Drew and books like that, so yeah, kind of back to my roots. This is also from BEA. I got The Pretenders by Lacey Harrison. I thumbed through this book a little bit, and I'm not really sure I'm gonna like it. The writing style is a little bit awkward, but we'll see. It's definitely interesting, and the pages are kind of weird. Oh, here, they're kind of weird. There's all sorts of different designs in here. And there's interviews, and I don't know, it looks really cool though. I just don't know if I'm gonna like it. This book looks kind of awesome. Going into BEA, I had not heard about this book, but I really, okay, I hate the cover because it looks like a romance cover or urban fantasy cover, and I don't usually like most of those, but the tagline gets me. I think it's adorable. It says, "Not every prince is charming," and the title of the book is Charming. And it's by Elliot James, and it comes out in September. This one's published by Orbit, and it looks like it might be really fun. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be funny or not, but it seems like it might have a sense of humor, which I tend to really like books like that. So, okay, also from BEA, I got The 100 by Cass Morgan, and this, I believe, this is a sci-fi slash dystopian. It says 100 teenagers with dark pasts, juvenile delinquents considered expendable by society, are sent to the planet to test its conditions. Are they on an info-gathering expedition or a suicide mission? Pulse-pounding drama, debut author Cass Morgan left to fend for themselves on a savagely beautiful planet. So yeah, I like books like this. So this will probably, as long as I like the writing, work out well for me. Okay. One of my most coveted titles at BEA. I waited in line the last day to get a copy of this. Never Fade. I got it signed by Alexandra Bracken. I got to meet her. It was very cool. She was super nice. I was also kind of blown away by, here's her signature, to Kara Happy Reading, how young she was. I mean, I guess I knew she was young, but I guess until you see people in person, it doesn't actually really sink in. But anyway, I'm so happy. This book is so big though, gosh. And then, I have no idea what this is about. It doesn't even have a cover yet. It's called Half Bad, and the author is Sally Green. But if you look on the back, it says, The Buzz Book of Bologna Book Fair 2013. Rights sold in 15 countries. Movie rights optioned by Fox. Global publication with Penguin UK and Penguin Young Readers Group lead title for winter 2014. So this is going to be a big book for Penguin. And it was like a special thing where they handed out copies of this at BEA. And this is the original unedited manuscript. So it's probably going to be some funny grammatical errors in here, but I hope it's good. Okay. And then, okay, so we're jumping out of the BEA books for a second. Yesterday, I got a package from Disney Hyperion, and in that package, I got Alienated by Melissa Landers, and another title that I didn't get at BEA that I really, really wanted, so I requested it from them, and I'm actually shocked they sent me a copy. It's All Our Yesterdays by Kristen Terrell. Super happy about both of those. Okay. Moving on back to BEA books. This is another one of my most coveted books that I got at BEA. It's a new Amy Tan called The Valley of Amazement. Actually, I did this for Waiting on Wednesday a ways back. It's funny because they had like stickies of these across all the doors of the Javits Center, and Christina managed to grab this for me. She was in the right place at the right time, so thank you for that, because I'm always looking for amazing Asian fiction novels. Okay, and then the last day of BA, I met my friend Romalie Bernard and got her to sign this copy of Find Me for me. I haven't read it yet, but I'm super excited. There's a signature. I can't wait to read this because it sounds like it's about computer hackers, and it sounds like a really exciting thriller, and the last couple ones of those I've read I've actually really, really connected with, so I have high hopes for that. Okay, I also managed to grab, I just did this one for BEA not that long ago too, or BEA, Waiting on Wednesday, a couple weeks ago. I grabbed a copy of The Universe versus Alex Woods. This is actually published by a new imprint of Hachette Book Group. It's called Red Hook. It's a new imprint. It's fairly new, and this is one of their big titles. And it's not YA, although it is about a 17-year-old boy. I think it's like a crossover novel. But I'm very excited to read it because it sounds awesome. And then I got an arc of Gorgeous by Paul Rudnick. This book is already out. There's like a girl with a red dress, but I thought it was funny because I read this while I was waiting for the bus in New York City, and I read the first page, and we were all laughing over the fact that the author drops the F-bomb in the first paragraph. I want to read this to you real quick. I grew up in what some people would call a mobile home and what other snobbier people might call a manufactured home, but I was always fine with calling it a trailer. That's right, I said I grew up in a trailer. Fuck you. It seems like it's going to be really funny. And then I got the sequel to The Dark Unwinding, and I raved about that book last year. I actually had to ask them for this at the Scholastic booth, but they were happy to give me a copy, and it's A Spark Unseen by Sharon Cameron. I love Uncle Tully. I love the characters. I can't wait to read this. I programmed that into my review schedule right away, because like the sooner I can read that, the better. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to blow through some of these pretty quickly, because this video is kind of getting long already. I managed to grab All the Truth That's in Me by Julie Berry. I think this is a contemporary thriller too. Exciting. This is a memoir about drug addiction. Every now and then I like to read tough things, and I like to feature new genres of books on the blog, and I thought maybe this might be a good one for me, because I like to read tough things. But I gotta be in the right mood for that one. And then I got Covet by Tracy Garvis Graves. This one was all over the place at BEA. Now, I didn't read her other book on the island. I have a copy of it, but I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. To be honest, since that's for review, I'll probably read Covet first, because I can never ever have the time to read anything but review books, but if I like it, I'll push On the Island up. I got a copy of Mira Grant's newest, Parasite. Again, another series I haven't read, and I know you guys have heard so much about it, and I've wanted to, but I just haven't had the time. But since this is a review book, I will be able to read it. And then Fiona Lassie, Writing Camp for Girls. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but by Anton Disclafani. I read the first page. I love the writing style in this book, so I cannot wait to read this. One thing is, it got a little bit damaged in my suitcase. Hate that. And then I got the sequel to Etiquette and Espionage, Curtsies and Conspiracies. I have not read the first book yet, but I did program it in my schedule so I can read this one. Because actually, this was given to me by Giselle. She didn't want it, and I was like, sure, I'll take it, because I love steampunk. I just have to be able to read the other one first, you know? So, but I definitely will. I've heard a lot of things about that author, too. So, like, good things. And then this is a arc of Reclaimed by Sarah Guillory. This was given to me by Steph. She didn't want it. She got it at one of the parties, but now she wants it back, so I'm going to try to read it as soon as I can and get it to her. So we're going to share it. I don't really know what this is about, but I know it's a contemporary, and that I'm definitely trying to read more contemporaries, and I hope it's really good. I read the blurb in the hotel, and I was just like, ooh, I want to read it, and then, you forget, so. And then I got this from the Penguin Party. This is 7 for a Secret by Lindsay Faye. This sounds awesome. Okay, and then there was Blood of the Lamb by Sam. Can someone tell me how to pronounce that last name? Is that French? Cabot? I know it's not Cabot. It's like I don't know. Someone let me know in the comments. But anyway, this is a thriller. It sounds a lot like the Da Vinci Code. Italian art historian. Something stolen from the Vatican. A cryptic message. Although the only it does have vampires in it, so hey! So like a paranormal Da Vinci Code? It says, in the last paragraph is, in a sprawling tapestry that combines the religious intrigue of Dan Brown with the otherworldly terror of Stephanie Meyer, Blood of the Lamb is an unforgettable journey into an unthinkable past. So, it might not be good, but it might be good. Definitely will try it. Okay. And let me get through the rest of the BEA books real quick. I got a copy of Down to You by M. Layton. Probably not going to like this one, to be honest, but I am going to try it because I've been promising to try to read more new adult. So there you have it. And then this author, Jamie Attenberg, was signing copies of her book on the last day, and I was kind of wondering, and I got in her line, and I got a copy because it did sound interesting. It's about somebody with a food fixation, and it sounds really, really sad, but it's also supposed to be a little bit funny, so I don't know. We'll just see. Sometimes these books are hit or miss with me. Sometimes I really, really love literary fiction, and sometimes I'm just not at all. So, I'm willing to try it, though. And then I got a copy of From What I Remember. You notice they changed the cover of this, because if you look up the old cover, I remember seeing this book and wanting it, but then I never got it, but they had it, so I think, nope, Steph gave this one to me too, so thanks, Steph. And the authors are Stacey Kramer and Valerie Thomas. It's a Hyperion title. Ooh. And then Steph also gave me a copy of Tea Time for the Firefly. I really, really, really wanted this one. I didn't want to request it on NetGalley because I was so behind. But I'll read a physical copy for sure. And my last BEA book so far is 100 Summers by Beatrice Williams. This is like the only hardcover in the pile. It's kind of fun. They weren't giving a lot of hardcovers at BEA. Like, I got some from the Harlequin Teen Breakfast I went to, but there weren't very many on the floor at all. This one looks good though. It's historical, and I don't know, it just seems like a family drama. Well, let's see. Publishers Weekly says, this is a delicious story about the ultimate romantic fantasy, love that's not only triumphs over time and common sense, but once Kate overcomes Julian's World War I era ideas about honor, includes mind-blowing sex. So I don't know. It might be good. And Giselle gave me her copy of Sarah Destin's The Moon and More that she was done with, so thanks for that, Giselle. And Christina gave me, I guess she read this on the airport and she didn't want it anymore, so she let me take it. It's called Sight Reading by Daphne Calate. And it's about a gifted violinist. And I do like books about music, so I don't know how soon I'll be able to read this one, but I am excited to when I get a chance to. And then finally, 2 more review copies from First Second Books. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've mentioned on Twitter I'm starting to review graphic novels now with more frequency. And so I established a contact with First Second, and she sent me a copy of Templar. I'm not going to read all the authors' names because there's actually 3 of them and I don't know their first names. But this book is gorgeous, you guys. Like, hold on. It's like gorgeous. And I really, really, really want to thank them for sending that to me because I know that it cost them a pretty penny. The retail price of that is $39.99. So, and then I got a copy of Genius for review from First Second as well. And I flipped through this book and I like love the illustrations. They are so, let's look. Like very, very cool. I love the fonts. I love the panels. Like this guy totally has my drawings. Like I love that drawing style. It speaks to me. So I can't wait to read that. It's really short. And that is it. This is a long vlog and I don't think anybody actually made it to the end. So if you did, you're a champ. Thanks for watching. The rest of my books will be coming next week. Just leave me a comment. And I will come visit yours. Until next week, happy reading and read, because we're all so far behind. Bye, guys.